What's up, y'all? It's your boy Dan from Sounds of the Cosmos Studios, downtown Rahway, New Jersey. And today I'm going to show you guys how to use the SSL Channel Strip plugin from Waves on a lead vocal. So let's get right into that. So the very first thing I start with is going to sound crazy what I'm about to say. I start with distortion. Just start it. Just start with distortion. So the SSL's distortion knob, or drive knob if you want to call it, is very volatile, so you may have to gain stage it right back afterwards. So I'll throw that all the way up, maybe it's about 0.7 on the distortion. And then after that, I'll move right down to the compression. But let's listen to what the distortion did to our lead vocal. Shout out to Kdubs for the lead vocal, by the way.
I wanna fuck, she wanna fuck, so you know what we about to do. I'ma give her a couple of rounds, then we smoke like 1 or 2. Shawty said that she wanna stay, but I don't do the cuddling boo. Matter of fact, I think I'ma do that just so I can hit it again. I know that we fucking, but this should pretend. M.O.B. until my day's end, these niggas acquaintances, money my
Nice, fucking nice. Shout out to my boy Kdubs. So yeah, the next thing I'm gonna move over to the compression. So the threshold knob, just max it all the way out. So all the threshold knob, I'll just max it all the way out to about, I think that says -20. I don't got my glasses. I don't really think I even had any. So I'll max the threshold all the way out, and I'll just start moving up on the ratio. So sometimes I'll kind of aim for about 2.5 to maybe 3. Depends. It really depends on the source material going into the channel strip. So let's go ahead and raise that ratio up.
I wanna fuck, she wanna fuck, so you know what we about to do. I'ma give her a couple of rounds, then we smoke like 1 or 2. Shawty said that she wanna stay, but I don't do the cuddling boo. Matter of fact, I think I'ma do that just so I can hit it again.
Yep, nice. And we're getting a solid maybe 7 or 8 decibels of gain reduction. The SSL channel strip, only the metering for the amount of gain reduction you're getting is only it's in 3, 6, 10, 14, or 20. So if you're getting a number in between those numbers, sometimes it may go over to the next number on top of it. So if you're getting like 4 or 5 decibels of gain reduction, sometimes the light will just tap 6. Same thing, 7 or 8. Sometimes you'll just tap 10. So, but it really depends on the source material you're working on. He has a very transient heavy performance, so I thought 2.5, 2.4 to 1 would be a very good ratio for his vocal. Next, same thing, go right down the line. Next thing I'll work on, the gate. So the SSL's gate is a very smooth gate. You don't really got to dial in too many settings. I'll throw it all the way up to about -20, and I'll put the expander / gate maybe up to like -20, -30 or so, or whatnot. So let's take a listen to that.
Fuck, so you know what we about to do. I'ma give her a couple of rounds, then we smoke like 1 or 2. Shawty said that she wanna stay, but I don't do the cuddling boo. Matter of fact, I think I'ma do that just so I can hit it again. I know that we fucking, but this should pretend.
Nice. You can't even tell it's there. You can't even tell it's there. So that's what I really enjoy about that gate. You don't have to dial it. I didn't even touch the release time, none of that. I literally just dialed in what I want to dial in, and it just does it. Boom, quick. So the next and the very last thing I like to start with, the next thing that we do on the SSL channel strip is it's really the last thing, but I just start EQing, man. Sometimes I'll depending on my mood, sometimes I'll do corrective EQ, or sometimes I'll do just a little bit of shaping. So what I'm gonna start with is the high pass filter, and I'm gonna bring that all the way up to maybe about 70. The higher you go with the high pass filter, really the thinner the vocal becomes, because some of those low frequencies are very important for for the presence and the warmth of the vocals. So you don't want to take out too much. You don't want to take out too much at the low end, but you want to remove just enough to get rid of the plosives, the puzz, the I wouldn't even say T's, but the puzz, you know, the air hitting the microphone or the pop filter, et cetera, or if the pop filter isn't of good quality, you know, some of those things might make it through to the microphone. So definitely I chop off anything about, you know, everything underneath 75, 70 hertz. And the next thing I want to start going to next is, you know, the regular, you know, channel strip EQ. So I'll start with the top end. I'll usually boost around 8K, you know, coming into the computer. So let's listen to that. We're gonna boost it up maybe around 3 decibels or so. Let's take a listen.
She wanna fuck, so you know what we about to do. I'ma give her a couple of rounds, then we smoke like 1 or 2. Shawty said that she wanna stay, but I don't do the cuddling boo. Matter of fact, I think I'm a
nice, fucking nice, fucking nice. I love it, love it. And the SSL's top end doesn't really get too brittle. If you go too high, in the high frequencies, if you put a little bit too much gain in the high frequencies, there's a chance that you could risk it getting a little bit brittle. So just definitely be careful with the top end going into the SSL channel strip. So next, you want to go down to the high mid frequencies. This is the frequency range where things can get a little bit harsh if you're not really careful. Not a problem for this plugin though, to be honest. 95% of the time, I don't even really touch this unless I get some harshness around 3K to like 5K. If I guess I get a little bit of harshness, I'll just bring everything down maybe like a dB or so. It's not really too much. So I'll bring it down maybe about like negative 1.3 dBs at 3,000 or so. Yeah, 3,000 kilohertz or whatnot. And kind of keep it on a little bit of a wide Q, so it's a little bit more musical. So it's not too much. It's not like a super duper sharp surgical EQ. I have a wide Q, so it's a little bit more musical. So it everything blends in together perfectly. Let's take a listen to that.
I wanna fuck, she wanna fuck, so you know what we about to do. I'ma give her a couple of rounds, then we smoke like 1 or 2. Shawty said that she wanna stay.
Nice. It's fucking beautiful already. And the to be honest, the very last thing that I do is I'll go maybe around 500 to 1,000 kilohertz, and I'll just give that a little nice 1 dB boost. I'll give that a nice little 1 dB boost, and that just helps the vocal kind of become a little bit more. Gives it a little bit more punch. I feel like it gives it a little bit more presence and a little bit more of a a groove or a feeling, et cetera, et cetera. Just keep the Q wide. Just keep the Q wide. For this type of EQ, you can get super duper surgical. You can super narrow the Q if you want to take out a certain frequency. You could definitely narrow the Q in, and you could definitely chop out certain frequencies that you don't want. So it definitely helps. I use this as a shaping EQ. There has been times where I've used it as a surgical. So you could really get crazy with the EQ if you really want to. So let's take a listen to that.
Fuck, she wanna fuck, so you know what we about to do. I'ma give her a couple of rounds, then we smoke like 1 or 2. Shawty said that she wanna stay, but I don't do the cuddling boo. Matter of fact, I think I'm gonna do that just so I can.
Yes, nice. The very last knob we're on is the low frequency knob, and to be honest, I'll just go straight to 200. It's already even on 200, to be honest with you. Just bring that down maybe about a dB or so, maybe 2 dBs, to be honest. You don't want to take out too much right there, because if you take out too much right there, you'll thin out the vocal. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to thin out the vocal. You want to make sure everything sits in this respective area on the record. So let's take a listen to that real quick.
Wanna fuck, so you know what we about to do. I'ma give her a couple of rounds, then we smoke like 1 or 2. Shawty said that she wanna stay, but I don't do the cuddling boo. Matter of fact, I think I'm gonna do that just so I can hit it again. I know that we fucking, but this.
Shout out to Kdubs for that performance too. But yeah, man, that's how you guys use the SSL channel strip Evolution 2 from Waves. Shout out the Waves. Shout out to SSL too, but they need to send me a console. To be honest, 2 of them, if they don't mind. But we ain't gonna talk about that. Yeah, shout out to Waves. Shout out to SSL. Shout out to Kdubs too for the vocal. For letting me use the vocal for this video. And yeah, man, you guys enjoy you guys' day. Take it easy and keep engineering.